Hey, welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. I am here in San Diego looking for a load, and that right up there is the Pilot truck stop. There's not a lot of parking inside the truck stop, so I came out here and parked on the curb. And well, it ended up being fairly convenient, all right? But first I'm gonna show you guys some footage I recorded earlier where I was looking for loads, taking a shower, all that good stuff. So why don't we roll the music, and then I'll show you guys the inside of the truck stop. How about that? All right, roll the music. All right, we're inside the Pilot here in San Diego, Otay Mesa, and we're looking for loads. That's what we're doing all day long. It's all we've been doing for the last 4 hours, looking for loads. I had one booked, but they needed an updated insurance certificate, and before I could get my insurance company to get it to me, it took them about an hour. The load got covered by someone else, and I lost out on it. So we've been hitting the load boards, and I'm keeping my aiming high, because I'm all the way down here in San Diego, man. I'm not going to come out of here for the same as I would come out of, you know, LA or Ontario. You know, we're adding on like 120 miles, so I expect to get paid for that. It's not, fuel's not cheap, especially not in California. So anyway, I came to the Pilot, took a shower. We're sitting here grinding on the here. I'll turn this around real quick. So this is the Swift load board. That's one I bid on. It picks up tonight. They want to pay $1,500 on it. No thanks. It does load out of Carson, but that means I'm deadheading up there. And then we got the BAT load board. 155 loads out of San Diego going up to Northern California. So there's lots of loads. Just got to, oops, sorry. I was all crooked because I was looking at the computer. But yeah, just got to look for something, find something, and we'll get things going. Feels good to be clean though. It's kind of a small shower over here. I took some video of it. Check it out. All right, you guys want to see what the showers look like at the Flying J over here in San Diego? There's that. These ones are tiny compared to the other ones I've been in. Got a toilet, shower. Look at that handsome devil. I don't know. All right, that's what these look like. I know people ask, I don't know why, but hey, a hot shower on the road is better than no shower on the road. So, not exactly clean, but whatever. All right, so I finally got myself a load, and well, I was inside the Pilot making calls, bidding on loads, talked to Coyote, talked to Swift, talked to, you know, a bunch of people, and so I see a load coming out of San Diego going to Modesto. All right, it says San Diego to Modesto. Well, it's actually coming out of right where I'm at, like this Otay Mesa, San Ysidro area of San Diego, and it's actually going to Turlock. It's not going to Modesto, it's going to Turlock. So I was like, all right, well, if they can come up on their price, then I'll do it. So I negotiated with them. It's a company I almost bought a drive-in from, actually, all those months ago before I got into the reefer game. And so they're brokering this load, and they sent me the rate confirmation, and then they called before I can look at the rate confirmation. They said, hey man, have you gotten to see the rate confirmation yet? I said, no, I'm about to look at it right now when I get to the truck. And they said, okay, well, can you give us an ETA? How long it's gonna take you to get there? I said, sure, as soon as I find out where it's at, I'll give you an ETA. And so I look at the rate confirmation, and it says it's I'm picking up at HC Produce. And so I pull up the map, and I'm like, hey, wait a second, I'm there. I'm already here. I don't have to go anywhere. Talk about 0 deadhead miles. Like literally, I'm parked in front of the place. I just gotta go around back so I can get my load, and then we'll get out of here and start heading north. So I was very amused by that. Very amused. Like I think it's hilarious. Like I'm like a like a clown. Amuse you. I don't know. All right, so we're not quite docked in yet, but we're lined up with the door we're gonna get loaded from. We have a they got to go to lunch break, so we got about a half hour, 40 minutes before we get loaded. So I'm leaving the doors closed to the reefer so that we can keep it pre-cooled in there. But I don't know if you guys understand just how funny it is. All right, just how funny it is. I want you guys to see something right now. Okay, here's where we're getting loaded, right? And over this way, you see where that orange trailer is? See that orange through the trees? That's where we were parked all morning while we were looking for loads, right there. Here's where we're getting loaded. There's where we were parked all morning looking for loads, up at that pilot that's up there. You can't really see it, but it's back there. Where we're getting loaded, where we were parked. Where we're getting loaded, where we took a shower. Where we're getting loaded, where we ate breakfast and lunch. Yeah, it's literally right here. I was parked in front of it. I didn't move the truck. I didn't get out and do anything. All I did was walk out to the truck from the truck stop, look at the address, and then he's like, "How long will it take you to get there?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm literally there. Like, I'm here." He's like, "Okay, so like 1 minute." Like, I was like, "No, I just gotta figure out where the doors are, but I'm literally parked in front." I see the HC Produce sign on the building right here. Like, this is ridiculous. Pretty funny. I got a little Joe Pesci. What am I, a clown? Do I amuse you? You know, I got amused. Funny how? I think it's funny, man. I think it's funny. I don't know. But all right. I guess I'm gonna just hang out in the truck for a little bit until these guys get back from lunch and we can get loaded up and head to Turlock. All right, so they loaded me in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But the paperwork says ship to Nogales, Arizona. So I went back in and said, "Hey, what's going on with this? You know, what's up with the Nogales thing? I'm supposed to be taking this up to Turlock." And he said, "Oh, that's the produce broker. So it's got a produce broker selling it to someone else through a freight broker. You know, there's too many people involved. So I'm gonna pull out, close my doors up so I don't keep cooling their warehouse. And as soon as I get a little bit of cell phone reception, because it stinks right here, I'm gonna call the broker and just double check, make sure. I mean, I got the right load number, so I'm pretty sure that's how. Because they told me, hey, it's just, you know, that's who buys it from us, and then we don't care what they do with it after that. We don't care where they send it." All right. But my shipping paperwork says Nogales, so I gotta make sure that I'm on the up and up here. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Figure it out. All right, called the broker. He said, "Don't worry about the ship to address. Just take it on home to Turlock." So we're going. Let's go. Hyperdrive! Woo! All right, I had to make a pit stop. Had to go, man. Had to go. Drank a 1 liter while I was driving. That doesn't make you need to stop. I don't know what will. But yeah, we're gonna get over here, drop off the hill right now, and it's got about 3.5 hours left if everything goes smooth. So we're gonna be right at about 8 hours of driving from San Diego, which I expected, you know, leaving the time we left, going through LA and traffic and stuff. And man, there was accidents. There was accidents everywhere. It was like, it would give me a route to go that would be the fastest way to get, you know, get home. And then I'd be on that highway. I mean, I just kept changing highways. I took the, at first I was gonna take the 5 all the way up. And then I thought, that's dumb. So I took Highway 8 in San Diego back out over to the 15. And I was just gonna take the 15 all the way up to the 138 through Palmdale and all that, and meet up kind of where we're at now with in Gorman. So that was my original plan. And then as I was going up the 15 through Temecula and getting up closer to kind of the more populated areas, it got complicated. All of a sudden it was like, there's an accident over here, so take, you know, then I took the 91 towards LA, and then I took the this 71 and the 57, and I was gonna go up to the 210, but then there was an accident on the 210. So the accident on the 210 made me rethink that. So I hit I-10 and went into LA, which is dumb because the 10, the 101, the 60, and the I-5 all like converge within like a mile of each other, and the 710's right there too. So it's like, it's just a mess. But anyway, so yeah, we got through there. The only thing I probably should have done is, I think that the accident was east of the 605, so I should have gone up the 605 up to the 210 and cut over. And if you guys have never driven in LA, then you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, and you're probably just thinking of the SNL sketch where they keep talking about, oh, well, you should have gone Mulholland and take the 210 and go the 105. Kristen Wiig, and I forget who else is in that. It's pretty funny. Us Californians say the in front of every highway. I don't know why. It's just what we do, all right? But if you have driven in LA, and if you're familiar with it, like a lot of my followers are, then you guys know what I'm talking about. And you guys probably are looking at me going, yeah, you should have taken the 605, Dingleberry. But, all right. We need to get back to rolling. And like I said, we're probably gonna have to stop and take a break because I don't know why it defaults to the weather channel all the time. When my Bluetooth disconnects, it automatically grabs the weather. There's a high wind advisory. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have to take a 30-minute break. So I'll probably stop in Tulare and get some dinner anyway. I was thinking about stopping in Bakersfield, but I'm not really hungry yet. So I think I'll stop in Tulare, get myself some McDonald's, and probably get home around 10:30. I don't know. That's the plan right now. Let's keep on trucking. Alright, so sometimes when it's not very busy, I'll pull through the fuel island so I can run in and get something to eat, and I'll do my 30 minutes right here. But there's a couple different open fuel spots, and this guy pulled in right behind me when I pulled in here. So now I can't stay here for my 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of his way because at some point he's gonna want to move before I'm ready to move. So I'm gonna have to pull around because well, it only works if no one's behind you. if someone's behind you, you can't take your 30 minutes at the fuel island. Just can't do it. Can't do it. But yeah. So that guy ruined my plan, but whatever. I mean, it's his prerogative. He can fuel up wherever he wants to, but I wish he would have picked one of the open spots. Weirdo. All right. I'm going to park over here and get some McDonald's. All right, 30 minutes is up. McDonald's is in the tummy. Got myself a Big Mac. Actually, it was a Shawiti deal or whatever. It was a Big Mac meal with McNuggets too. So I still like the underglow. I think I'd like to get another one over here. See how the tank kind of blocks that one? I think I'd like to find a way to shine one under the tank. But other than that, I like the underglow, man. I like the way we did it. Up here looks really good. I like that. Maybe one under the step too. Got to get it all glowing. All right, let's get the heck out of here and get home. So we made it back. We just drove for like 9 hours and 20 minutes, give or take, with a half-hour break in there and a couple potty stops. So, but still, it was a long drive to go 400 and something miles. It's just the time that we left. You know, we left just after 1:30 from San Diego, so that put us in LA at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And there was accidents, and there was. You guys saw on the driving footage the stop and go all the way down the Grapevine. That was slow. That was slow going. I know it's sped up on there because it's stop motion or whatever they call it, hyperlapse, hyper speed. But yeah, it wasn't good. It was a long time to get down that hill, and it was hard. It was hard because you couldn't just keep it in gear and keep the jakes on. You know, you had to like work your brakes the whole way down, and I was pretty heavy today. So anyway, it was a little bit of a hassle going down the hill, but we're all right. We made it, and I used the low range gears and the jake brake a little bit, which it acts funny in those gears. It's not made for those gears, but it worked, and we kept it from getting too much speed. And I mean, traffic kept us from getting too much speed, really. But nevertheless, we're home. We're back. I've been talking to my friends. They're out doing the grapes right now, the wine grape season. The Central Valley is actually huge for wine grapes. I mean, Napa is, and that whole area up there, Sonoma County, that's a huge wine area too. And they actually do some loads to some wineries out there. They get Central Valley grapes and take them up to the wineries up there. They're supposed to be all fancy and stuff. They just get the run-of-the-mill valley grapes. But anyway, this valley produces quite a bit of wine, and so the grape season's a big deal around here. And so I did it last year, and it kind of makes me want to do it. Seeing these guys run around, they're having fun. It reminds me of how much fun I had last year. I'm gonna put in. I'll see you guys in the morning when we make this delivery, and we'll talk about the numbers then. But I'm gonna put in right here a couple clips of my favorite clips from last grape season. It was when I first started my YouTube channel. I had some videos from last grape season, so I'm gonna put my favorite clips in right here, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Guys, I think America has a drinking problem because there are way too many grape loads out here. Way too many. I'm getting crazy. I'm driving myself insane doing all these loads. So I got this idea. A grape laxative. And we call it grape poupon. Just practicing for my ice road trucker audition here. I think I can do it. Yeah. Whoa! I almost sunk. Woo! Breaking through the ice. Okay, we made it across. All right, and just like that, we're back in the daylight hours. We're ready to go make this delivery. So let's hop in the truck, get over there. When we get over there, I'll talk numbers with you guys. I'll let you guys know what this load pays, the mileage on it, and we'll put it in the docket for the Great Freight Race. All right, let's get over there and make this delivery. Let's go. All right, we are in a dock here at Fresh Point in Turlock. There's a Peterbilt right across the street. Tempted, because Capstone is notorious for taking forever. Tempted to just turn the truck off, lock it up, and then walk over to the Peterbilt dealership and walk around over there. Just let them unload the trailer while I'm gone shopping for trucks and chrome. But anyway, I'll probably stay with my truck. Don't want anyone messing with it. Don't want them to get all bent out of shape if they need me to move into a different dock for some reason or something like that. It wouldn't be good for me not to be here. So we'll stick it out. But we're gonna get to the numbers right now. But before we get to the numbers, I woke up this morning and this little munchkin was crawling around in my bed. Check it out.
Daddy.
Daddy's getting you.
This kid's home because someone in his class has COVID. So he's on daddy's side.
Daddy's side of the bed, his favorite side.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's home from school today, and so I got to hang out with him a little bit. It's the beauty of having this load that delivers in my town. I mean, it was just I got to sleep in a little bit. Woke up about, I don't know, 8 o'clock. I thought I'd wake up earlier, but I ended up getting to bed a lot later than I thought. So anyway, so this load, 475 miles from the border all the way down in San Diego, right at the border, all the way to Turlock, 475 miles. Now, when I was in the pilot and I was looking for loads, this load popped up for 1,500 first, and I didn't even bother calling on it. And it said it was going to Modesto. It didn't say Turlock. So it didn't catch my eye. 1,500's like, I won't even touch 1,500. Not even a chance, unless I'm desperate. But I wasn't desperate yet. You know, I was holding out for a good rate. I had that load to Phoenix that I got pulled out from underneath me for $27.75 or whatever it was. So that was kind of like my standard. And then I also had a number in mind because I got $21.50 to go down, and I want to average 2,000 per day on this week. Well, 2,000 per delivery per load, and I'd like to get 5 drops in. So that means that I need to make 2,000 per load. So if I got $21.50 coming back, I wanted $18.50 coming back north. So I had that number in mind, and then I saw this load bump up to 1,600 on the load board. So I called the guy. I said, "Hey man, could you guys do $18.50?" He's like, "Nah, we don't got that much in it." I said, "All right, no worries." And so then I just keep grinding for 2 more hours. I'm on the load boards. I'm on Coyote's app. I'm doing everything I can to try and get a load. I'm starting to maybe get a little bit desperate because it's like afternoon now, or it's like no, it's like after 11, and I'm starting to maybe get a little bit desperate, but I'm not like totally desperate yet. But I'm starting to think like, hey, maybe it's not going to happen today. Maybe I got to take something a little less. And then I see this load bump up to 1,700. So I call him back. I said, "Hey man, I saw you guys just bump from 16 up to 17. Are you ready to take this thing up to 1850? And he laughed. He goes, "Man, what's your MC number?" And I gave him my MC number. He goes, "Tell you what, if you got a clean MC, we can do 18 on it. Can you do 18? I was like, "Let's do 18. I was already at that point where I wasn't feeling like I was going to get much coming out of there. So anyway, we got 1,800 on this load. So I missed my 2,000 per day like goal by $50. But like I said, I'd been working on that load board for like 5 hours at that point, and it was just like, man, let's get this done. I got to get out of San Diego. So anyway, so that comes out to about $3.79 a mile, which isn't great, but this week seems like the rates are kind of lowish. I'm not sure exactly why. Seems like there's some volume, but it just seems like the rates aren't there. So I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. But we're making this delivery now. We'll see how long this takes. But I'm going to cut this video off here. Love you guys. See you guys on the next load. And yeah, that's it. Is that all I want to say? I'm trying to remember. I felt like there was one more thing. All right. That's it. See you guys on the next load. All right, quick side note before we finish this. Capstone Logistics just came up to me and said, hey man, can you move to door 17? I'm so glad I didn't walk over to Peterbilt right now, because I would have not been here to move my truck, and they just would have been upset with me. So, all right, now the video's over. This is a little outro. See you guys on the next load. Peace.